see you there. Welcome to tonight's...
The choice of painting.
Huh?
The choice of painting.
Well, you know, welcome to tonight's... You disappeared. Tonight's Super Game Night 2.0. This is going to be a little bit different. This week we're not going to have a session. We are going to paint minis. I don't know a whole lot about painting minis, but
I pretend to.
Anna pretends to, so that's good enough for me. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
My head's a little bit cut off.
Huh?
My head was a little bit cut off.
Your head?
It was. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, because you were closer to the camera. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Okay, I'm moving the streaming laptop over here.
Not streaming laptop.
Out of the way, yes.
I dropped my pencil.
And like, watch me unplug the USB hub or something.
Oh god.
It's probably gonna just be terrible.
It's fine.
Whatever. It won't be any more terrible than our stream usually is. So I'm fine with that. Okay.
Oh god.
Now my head's cut off.
Oh god. Wonky, please don't jump up here.
I don't. The cat's fine. Whatever.
You just get fur everywhere.
Okay. So yeah. So there we are.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I want to paint my Matt Mercer.
Paint your Matt Mercer.
He looks like Matt Mercer.
No, Matt Mercer's like he has like dice and a book and stuff.
I made his face and his hair. It's mostly the hair. It's like 90% the hair.
I suppose.
And I'm going to paint him sort of like Matt Mercer. So I need to make skin color. Oh, so when I paint a mini, I have my handy dandy notebook.
Very good.
It's not as awesome as in Blue's Clues, but you know.
And you don't have a crayon.
It's true. I do have Sharpie pens and pencils though. So what I do is I go through and for each pack of minis, there's usually two. Yeah. And I've already painted the other one in this pack. And I don't want to get it out because it's going to be a pain in the ass. But for each one, I write down the pack it's in. So for this one, it would be Dwarf Cleric.
Okay.
And I differentiate between the two which one I'm talking about with my little list. Is it on the screen? Can you read it?
I think if it decides to focus, then maybe.
So many notifications. So then differentiate which one it is, and then go through and say, okay, I want the skin color to be blah. I want whatever he's holding to be blah. I want the hair color to be whatever.
So like pre-planned stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It is a little bit, but I find that when I do that, my minis turn out better. I had written down before stuff for one of my minis, and then I didn't actually look at it when I actually painted it. And I looked at it, the mini, when I finished painting it the first time, and I thought, this is kind of lackluster. I used like 4 colors. This is boring. And then I went back to my notes, and then changed it based on that, and it looked a lot better. So,
Okay, so speaking of stuff that's boring, like, I know you're planning on painting a lot of minis.
well, each one takes me like, now it's gotten down to an hour and a half.
I'm, like, planning on working on some of my terrain, which is, like, little magnetic walls. And I've got, like, a bag full of them primered. But I don't really know what I'm doing, like, at all.
Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just fake it really well.
Well, you fake it well enough that you're, like, giving instructions to me, so that's, yeah, that's good enough for me.
I've tried painting terrain. Emphasis on tried.
Well, you know.
I know how to paint people. I don't know how to paint rocks.
Trying to set in the way? No, I think that's good. Okay.
It's good.
So yes, I have walls. I have tape marks that don't mean anything anymore.
Did they at one point?
Yeah, they were, the last session we did, yeah.
They've been there for a long time.
No, they've been there, I think, let's see, we missed the session last week, and
I
So
remember.
I think it was the week before.
I remember they were there when I took my testing quiz.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that was like 2 days ago or something, right?
Was it really?
I think so. It was recent.
It was Friday, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
it
I
would've
mean,
been Friday.
today's just Wednesday the 14th of November, 2018. I will. Mr. Peanut Gallery person.
Mr. Birthday person.
We should sing happy birthday. Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Okay.
That was not a factual fact. Anyway. Oh, okay. So does this count as a mini?
Can it move around? Can it be attacked?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay.
Really, I think terrain even counts as minis.
We haven't gotten to play with him yet.
And an ent.
No.
We don't have any hobbits.
It's not an int. And hobbits?
Yeah.
Hobbits.
Yeah.
Druids? Halflings?
Lord of the Rings.
What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, we play D&D.
No, I know. But if it's an
Okay.
ent, then hobbits. I know what I'm talking about, kind of.
Kind of. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know, I was printing those, and ever since then, the party has not gone through the woods.
I assure you, it's just coincidence.
I'm sure it is. It's just coincidence.
Wait, we've been to the woods.
Like, but not tromping through. You've gone, like, on
No.
the path through the woods.
No, that's true.
But not, like, tromping through the woods. Like, hey, let's take this shortcut.
Well, we did that one time, and that's where we found the goblins. And even then, that was after we got back onto the path.
No, you got led there.
We were chomping through the woods, and
Wait,
then
which goblins are you talking about?
like very first session that I ever played, ever.
Yeah, no, you found them. They were on the road.
Right, but that was after we chomped through the woods. We chomped through the woods, and then we found Frank, and then Frank led us the next morning to the path.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, the only encounter we had in the woods was with Frank.
I thought you guys got attacked. Didn't you guys get attacked by some orcs or ogres or something?
That was at the swamp
No,
area.
No.
Red Larch.
no, not. I mean, there. Yeah, that too. But no, like I think it was with. Like it was with Frank, and like one of the characters fell asleep on watch or something.
Frank fell asleep on watch, but nothing happened.
Like he failed a, yeah.
Nothing happened. We just bunked him when he woke up.
Like he failed a Constitution check and fell asleep during watch.
That's Constitution?
I think it was. I think it was Constitution.
I mean, out of all of them, which one would make the most sense? I guess Con.
Probably that one. Yeah. I don't know. And plus, he's not. Frank was not a hero. He was just an NPC.
What?
Oh, yeah, at the time he was not a hero. I didn't say he is a hero now,
I'm impressed that he might be.
but I said at the time he was not a hero.
Alright, I'm going to paint now.
Let's paint. Yeah, we haven't even started painting yet. So. Stuff. Words. What day is it?
What year is it? Don't answer that question. It makes
I
me
don't-
sad. So, like, this is my go-to skin color, especially with elves, but I'm going to make this elf a little bit lighter colored.
So that's skin? Okay. My stuff doesn't have skin. I need, I want to paint my tree.
Okay. What color would you like to paint your tree? There's many browns.
I think I want to paint the base first. Maybe. Do I want to paint the base first, or do I want to paint the tree first?
I always paint the base last,
Okay.
because I always get messy with shoes.
Because you're all about...
That base.
Okay, so I need brown.
Okay. Which color brown?
Oh, God. Like, the color of tree bark brown.
What kind of tree?
This kind.
Okay. I will... I'm out! I want paint.
What are you doing?
I want paint. Go. Get up. There we go. Good lord. Okay. That's not going to be a good skin color, I can tell you that right now. Here's some brown. That's probably going to be too dark brown, so you're probably going to want to mix stuff with it.
Raw umber. Okay.
Is this the same shade? You can't tell. Two different brands.
Crap. Burnt umber. Nope, we got raw umber and burnt umber.
It's also burnt umber. Alright. We have copper.
Never catch me, copper.
Do you want shiny or no?
No, no shiny.
Okay. You want a glistening too?
I don't think so. Not for this.
So you got that, and then probably gonna want to mix it with some of this or some of this.
Why? What are those?
It'll make it lighter, so it's not super duper dark, but it's also just not white. I have paint on me already. My goal is hopefully to not get my jacket, hoodie, whatever this is, painty. But I already have paint on my hands. I don't know where it came from. I mean, I have a guess where it came from.
You just started off with paint on your hands. Are we supposed to? Is this wait? Are we supposed to shake this first? Or?
No, I don't need to. I shook this because it wasn't at the top, and also that this kind's watery.
Okay.
Also, we have a bunch of toothpicks. That's what these are. We have a bunch of toothpicks, and that's what I use to mix up paint.
Toothpicks, okay.
Because popsicle sticks are too big. Because I'm not using a whole lot of paint, and I'm going to be wasting so much paint, which makes me sad. And that's not the shade I want. There we go. That's gonna be too much also, but I'm gonna have to settle with that.
Okay.
And that's okay.
So what am I doing? Are we sharing a plate or
No,
am
you
I?
get your own plate.
I get my own plate. All right. Here, you gotta move your plate and stuff. I can't see what that is. I don't know. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. So.
Oh, you can't see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Your head's in the way.
My head's in the way. Ah. I'm kind of cut off.
That's alright.
We got the chroma key thing working though. That's pretty cool. Is that too much paint?
It'll probably be fine, especially if you want to do more than one coat.
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I don't know either. This is what I paint. This is what I paint, and that's it.
Is this? So this is. Wait, this is raw umber.
That's burnt.
This is burnt umber, and the other one's raw umber. Are they the same? This is thicker.
Well, they're different brands.
Those look exactly the same.
That one looks lighter to me. Probably not going to look very different on camera, but you know.
Or two, like, people.
Am I not a people?
Nope.
So next I'm going to take my MAC 239.
Should I be writing this down?
No, I'm kidding. It's not a Mac at all. It's called the Army Painter Wargamer Detail. I got it at Sage Shop, which is where I get all of my stuff pretty much.
Yeah.
Including my minis.
So is there any particular one I should be picking, or just pick one?
One that feels right. I use this one because it's tiny. And I'm painting tiny things.
Okie dokie.
Like if I were to paint eyebrows, I'd want something smaller than this. And
Alright, Mr. Tree. I'm going to switch camera views to...
This is not going to be a good skin color, I don't think. What are you doing?
I'm switching camera views. I'm thinking about switching camera views. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know.
What are you doing?
Are you talking to the dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she just ate a chip off the floor. I don't know.
These things happen. Alright.
I'm not happy with the skin color, actually.
Why not?
It doesn't look like skin. It looks like hay.
It does kind of look like hay.
So, like, if I had a blonde mini, I would want to use it for that. So, I'm going to, so I don't waste that, I'm going to take these minis that I haven't done any planning for.
I really don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay, neither do I. So I'm going to take this mini and paint her blonde because I kind of think she's a blonde.
I can't wait to read the comments on this. It'd be like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Our best.
I'm painting a tree. That's what I'm doing.
Happy little trees.
Yep.
This paintbrush is too small for this.
I think this one might be too small for this too. Whatever. I'm good with it. It's fine. Oh goodness.
I don't think you can actually see what I'm doing. No, you cannot because you need to be behind me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I need to get.
Can you see now?
Can you see now? It's like kind of not wanting to focus.
Yeah. That help or hurt?
I don't know. Neither. Like you've actually got the better camera on you right now. Yes, and when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna buy a new camera. Or maybe before that, but
probably before that.
Probably before that. I'm just guessing. Just guessing. Hey, I can dream. Well, you know, we all like to laugh about like the big channels that are like you go back a couple years in their videos and it's like when we hit 300 subscribers, we're gonna give away a keychain. And like they've got 1 million subscribers already. That's it because it's a year-old video.
It'll be a Sunday. What's on this paintbrush?
I don't know.
I can't complain because I'm like the only one who uses these paintbrushes because they're so tiny.
Basically.
So if they're not clean, that's because of me.
This is pretty relaxing, actually. So okay, all right. So this is his face. Do I want to paint his whole face and then go back in and like paint highlights and stuff?
That's what I do. I like.
Okay.
That's watery. Why is that watery?
I don't know. Does paint go bad after a while?
I don't know. It's not very food-like, so I really don't know. I'm going to set this down because I don't want to get paint.
If it tastes different, then that's bad.
Lay now.
Oh, someone's shouting at us.
Hello?
Like.
Oh, hey! Hi, Snow. I don't know who.
Hey, guy, how you doing? And Snow Wilson, I don't know who that is, but hey.
Snow is from my guild.
Cool.
On Food Fantasy, my anime food game.
Awesome.
That I'm only slightly ashamed to play. Yes. You aren't wrong.
That's okay.
I have no idea who Prime Guy is.
I do. That's he's a guy that I work with, and he has a stream of his own where he does a lot of like what I've seen with him is like electronic like Raspberry Pi related stuff.
You can see my hand really well.
So, yeah. What kind of stuff? Like I saw that you were streaming before, Guy. What are you up to right now? It said you were doing like Final Fantasy or something.
You forget. So there's a delay.
No, yeah, I know. Like, it's like an 8-second delay. It's okay.
It's like 10 seconds.
It's fine. Huh?
It's like 10 seconds.
Is it that long?
I think.
Oh, there he is.
Feels
yeah.
like forever.
See, he says yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So whatever that was like 8 seconds. Oh, someone else. Ooh, it says ooh the guild.
Oh, that's Lance.
There you go.
I'm the guild mom for my anime food game.
Oh,
I don't know how I became. Well, I do know how I became the guild mom. But
speaking of with chat, like if you go into Discord, then it's supposed to combine the YouTube and the Twitch chat, and it doesn't work. Just letting you know. One day it will work, but right now, no, does not work.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like the chat.
No, I know. I didn't
Right
know
there?
there's like something about Discord, and then
He said his mic dropped, or no? Gosh, I can't read. My eyes suck.
sorry, I missed all of that.
Wife dropped all the jelly or the fridge. I assume it means on the fridge or in the fridge.
That's tragic.
I would recommend Dad moving your camera to above the. You're in the back of. You're behind the camera pointing to the table. I'd put you in front of that.
Oh yeah, look.
I'm behind the camera. Oh, hey.
When did
I
that come
Out
out?
of the fridge.
I don't know. I messed that up.
Press F.
Press
Oh
F
my
to
god,
close.
it's on my waist. Wait. Ah!
Yes, Lance. Imagine us having to listen to that all day.
Shut your mouth.
Okay, move my camera up. This one goes up. Oh, wait. I messed up. That's not right. Because I'm on the wrong one. I want this one? Yeah, that one. And on that one, I want to move my camera up.
The nice thing about acrylic is that it dries really fast.
And
It's also the shitty thing about acrylic.
there we go. How's that? In 8 seconds.
Oh, I guess to answer your question, best food store. It depends.
What?
The anime food game.
Oh.
You have food that is anthropomorphic.
What?
The food is anthropomorphic.
Why?
There is a truth.
Wait, and you prepare it to eat?
No,
No.
You monster.
no, they cook actually for you.
What do they cook?
They cook food, but it's different.
What?
I know. There's like lore and shit. I don't know. I started playing like a while
That's
ago.
terrible.
I know. I forget when I started playing. I'm getting paint on everything I don't want to get on.
I'm actually getting. I don't have any paint on my face. Don't do it. I don't have any paint on my hands yet. Quit. Quit. But I
She's
also
blonde now.
I have this giant base here, so
I don't.
there you go. Oh, is that the? Okay, cool.
She's blonde now. Yeah, she kind of looks like Nami from One Piece.
So
No spoilers.
So what character in the game is that?
She's just a bar lady. Bartender slash dancing girl. She's not the dancing girl. This is the dancing girl, who I think I will make brunette or red hair.
Okay.
She has a lot of money bags on her, I think. She looks very pretty, but I'm not painting her right now because I don't have anything planned for her. So once this is dry in like a minute, thank God acrylic.
Wait, let me see the dancing girl.
Her name will be Ava.
I might actually have an NPC for her.
Okay. You'll have to describe her to me later. But not now because I need to paint my Mercer. Where did my there it is.
I don't know.
Now I'm using pink blush for the actual reason I wanted to.
I totally can't even read the chat. I'm firing up Twitch on my cell phone so I can read the chat. That's terrible.
Snow said, "Oh my gosh, I struggled to explain the game too," and Lance said, "That won't help him."
Okay. I don't know if chat's working or not.
It's working.
Apparently chat is working. Okay, good.
No, it's itchy.
What?
His fix is reflecting the green, I think.
It might be. It's...
It was only for a second. It was when she turned to the television.
Yeah, so...
Is it still? Oh, hello.
Yeah, okay.
It's creepy.
So, yeah. So, the chroma key screens are like the best $7 ones on Amazon.
You know,
So, not great, but
$7, yo.
it was $7, and they mostly work. I think this is actually the first stream that we're using them on, so
You sure?
I think so. Because we didn't use them 2 weeks ago.
It's been a while since we streamed.
Yeah, we should talk about that. Like, what happened? So, our last session, the audio got screwed up. It was my fault. I screwed it up.
What's fault with me? Kidding.
Well, basically, yeah.
I'm here to play Cora.
I'm here to DM, but
And that's where my
I have a
responsibility
lot of other stuff to do. So, anyway, yeah, I think I got everything.
So yeah, I'm not a master at painting minis, and also my forehead is probably really great looking right now. Great.
Looks okay.
Well, like I'm used to cowering over my minis. So yeah.
So whatever. What's beeping? Is something beeping?
My phone's vibrating.
Oh.
I can turn it off.
Yes. No electronics at the table.
You guys sound like an ADHD convention.
We are.
Thanks for your input. I don't know if the mic picked that up or not. Probably did.
I don't think so.
Huh?
Mhm. So back in my guild. I want a Tabaxi mini. I have no intention of playing a Tabaxi, but I do want to paint a Tabaxi mini. I have a mini problem.
Look over there for a minute. No, like look over that way for a minute.
Turn around.
Yes. Okay. Don't.
There's a delay, by the way.
I know. Don't look. No looking. Quit it.
What are you doing? Anyway, so I'm gonna get out my minis and show people because I just told Jack I'm gonna show off my minis. Okay, let me get off all the ones I did not paint because. Okay, this one I'm going to show off because it's just awesome. It's a Gynosphinx. I got that in a not loot box, but like here in this box there are 4 of them. And
a scam box.
yeah, pretty much. But it's also Gynosphinx, so not that much of a scam.
I guess.
I have a unicorn that I painted black with red eyes because
I remember that one.
Like-
when you did that one.
on the box it was like, oh wait, majestic and everything. I'm like, no, badass unicorn. Because why not? And it's metallic black and red. That's the only colors I used on it. I have a female paladin dwarf, I think,
I like that one.
and she has lipstick on to signify that she's a female. And I don't know how well you can see her. And she has. This one's actually used in my boyfriend's campaign he's running. We have a dwarf cleric.
And this is my boyfriend. Oh god, we lost all our viewers. Oh no.
Sorry. I didn't paint. Oh, this is a just orc that I got from not Robots and Rogues.
That's a cool one.
Stage shop, and I showed it to my friend while I was painting him, and I noted that he had blonde hair and he looks like Thor, and of course his response was Thork.
Get out.
This is Thork. Of course the camera shit, so it's blurry. Anyway,
I think you gotta like hold your hand behind it like this. Does that help?
I did that with the paintbrushes, and
I
I
think
don't know
that
if it
helps.
works.
Yeah, that helps.
This is one of the most recent ones I painted. He has a very
Or you could
vampire
try,
aesthetic.
like hold it. Oh.
Oh, when I looked up, you can see through my forehead. That's weird.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So this is
Okay.
a elf wizard,
The best mini.
I think. And he has eyebrows, but you can't really tell. This is a phase spider, but I didn't paint it as a phase spider. I just wanted a giant spider. So that's cool. This is Cora. She's my baby, my sweet baby. She's a druid human, and she is painted to have Vertigo. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's where you have lack of pigment in places, and it looks awesome. She's a cow person, basically, and I love her very much. And that's why I messaged you that if we go to Red Larch, Alex has to call her a cow lady.
Okay. Well, now I get that.
She's my precious little cat lady, and I love her very much.
We should talk. We should talk about the campaign. Like, is the party going to go to Red Larch?
I don't know. I mean,
Like, you just
Cora wants to go to.
so well. Okay, so like I said, the last session, the audio was terrible and got screwed up. So 4 people know what happened in the last session.
If that.
If that, yeah. So, what happened last session?
Party went to Stonehelm, which is a dwarf city. Big dwarf city in the mountains, obviously. It's a dwarf city.
Well, first off, the party just finished at the temple, basically shutting up the giant that had the magical horn. And got rewarded with a house in... Huh?
This is my monk that looks like One Punch Man.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
I don't know who that is. Anyway.
It's a weird thing.
Got rewarded with a house, and then from there, took 5 days, I think it was, to make it to Stonehelm, which is...
Fought a troll. We fought a troll.
Fought a troll.
Because Cora wanted to help the
Somehow
goblins.
somehow didn't die. I don't know how that happened, but
Oh, my hellhounds. My sweet
like,
baby
hey, a
dogs.
troll, let's go say hi. No,
Let's see the dogs.
the troll is already after the goblins. Let the troll eat the goblins.
But also Cora can speak Goblin because she knows too many languages. She can speak Dwarven, Orcish, Goblin, Elvish, Sylvan, Common, and some others probably. I don't even know. This level she took the linguist feat because she can. That's literally the only reason. She's absurd and I love her very, very much. She's a researcher, which makes it make sense.
Okay, time out.
Sorry.
Okay. So, I guess I'm done with it. I guess this is gonna dry a little bit before I do more.
It'll take a few minutes since it's acrylic, because acrylic is very fast at drying.
Okay, so I need to either start on the walls, or I need to paint these guys.
I don't even know what they are.
I know what they are.
They're like moving bushes, that's all I know. Oh yeah, so when you're painting a mini's face, you can be like me and just not draw any facial features. Or you can take a tiny, tiny, tiny brush and try to do that. But
Like one bristle and a microscope.
yeah, pretty much. And very little
Green,
paint.
like a darkish green.
Yes. There might be more greens.
Nope, this is the green I wanted.
Okay.
It's sap green. Okay, so
Or there's also this green.
nope, I got this one. This one's good.
Does that show up?
What? Yours?
No, yours. Does it
Oh,
show up?
good question. No, look at it. Oh, you can't see it yet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
It's weird.
That's cool. Okay. Green screen with green paint. Good combination. That's okay.
Perfect.
What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, that's probably too much. Here you go. Okay.
What did Snow say, Lance? Lancelot!
What?
Why was Saitama brought up earlier?
Huh?
Why was Saitama brought up earlier?
Is that what Snow said?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
We'll never know.
I don't know.
You'd think my ADHD brain would be used to looking at 1,000 things at once, but it's not. You can probably see my forehead really well. Twice. So many things to
So-
remember.
So I didn't rinse the brush out, and I started off with the brown on the brush and started at the bottom to make it darker on the bottom.
That works.
Because that's how you should do it.
Mhm.
You should because I'm the expert now. Heck yeah. People are, yeah. Anyway. People should not take advice from me. Anyway.
He might have been called upstairs. I have no idea.
What?
He might have been called upstairs. I have no idea.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I can come up here.
Okay.
I'm surprised no cats have jumped up on
Looks
this
like a
table.
little fry guy kind of guy.
A what?
Like a old McDonald's thing
Oh,
before you were
yeah,
born,
yeah.
I think.
No, I think they appeared briefly.
Really?
Yeah, I remember them being like playing on play things.
Where? There. Does that work? It looks sparkly. It looks messed up because of the green screen setting. Oh, actually, this one does not have the chroma key thing. Of course, this camera's terrible, but whoa. Ooh. Okay. So I'll let him dry. Oh wait, I can get his feet. Brown for his feet. Yeah, so the party, they got rewarded, so then they...
Probably abandoned our house.
I don't think you abandoned it. I don't think they expected you to hang out there forever. They knew you were adventurers, right?
Why'd they give us a house then? Is it just like room? But instead you gave us a house?
What?
I'm just confused why it gives a house.
Why the
Instead
town?
of room.
Why the townsfolk rewarded a house?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I think the idea behind it is that they don't have a whole lot of cash as a community, but they also recognize the effort that you guys put into it and still wanted to reward it.
Oh, you can see through my forehead.
Yeah, like I said, $7.
It's fine. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Just like all of a sudden, oh, I'm missing forehead chunks.
Yeah. I also, so it's being held up by some Amazon Basics light stands that were like $13 a piece, and were being lit up by these like shop light things that I found at Menards for $3. But they're battery powered, so we can't stream for. I don't know how long the batteries are gonna last. We'll see. It'll be fine.
This one had the weird consistency, right?
It was thicker, and you feel free.
Mess there real quick. That'll be fine. Give Matt Mercer some brown hair. Oh yeah, if you weren't here before, this guy totally looks like Matt Mercer. I don't know if you can see.
I don't think so. I don't see it.
I actually tweeted at him, hey, has anyone ever told you? And he didn't respond, and I didn't get any likes. No.
He's so good.
So dreamy.
Huh?
So dreamy.
I don't think dreamy is exactly the word I was thinking of. Like I've been watching some of the first campaign, and just like some of the setup work.
Anna Beck requests show him again. I don't know what that's referring to.
What?
Which one, Beck? Any of them? All of them?
Mammers.
Oh. I'm printing on brown hair. It'll probably look better after the hair, but can you see him?
Yeah.
Boop, boop. I'll probably give.
Oh,
I'll
that
try
is
to.
not her son, huh?
I will try to give him eyebrows, but I cannot promise anything.
Do you have a reference image?
I don't. I know.
What are you doing?
It's terrible.
I know.
His magic looks like the mud guy on the Sunny.
The what? Oh no.
if I move the tree like that a little bit. Okay, there. I just got paint on my thumb.
You just got paint on your thumb?
I just got more paint on my thumb. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna shovel some of your paint over here.
I guess I need some dark gray.
We don't have gray, so you're gonna have to make your own.
So some black or...
So when you add white to stuff, you're gonna need way less white than you think.
Okay. Well, I want it to be pretty dark anyway, so...
Do you want metallic or no?
No.
Okay. There's Mars Black. I don't know why it's called Mars.
Mars.
Okay. We have silver if you want to use that, but
Mars is red.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Black. I feel like Bob Ross, except
Except not.
terrain and minis and less poofy hair and my daughter here. But other than that, just like Bob Ross. Here, can you put these back? And I guess some white or some other light color. Okay.
It's one of the most used paints, so, or at least Mom thinks so. This is all our mom's paint. My mom's, your wife's. My mom's paint, by the way.
That would be weird. Okay, so like a drop like that to...
Yeah, and then I would use a toothpick to stir it all up.
So use a paintbrush.
Then stick some on the paintbrush and get like your, I don't know. Do whatever you want!
No. You're the expert. I don't care. Whatever.
Yes, we do have toothpicks, thank you. Mom asked if we had toothpicks.
Yeah, I heard. So the party made it to Stonehelm.
Anyway. Welcome to my ADHD brain.
Yeah. That's pretty dark still. I don't know. I think it's probably fine for a base color. What do you think?
It's not mixed thoroughly. That's so much.
Well, I got a bunch of...
Okay, you are right. I paint minis. I'm used to having tiny amounts of paint and then wasting so much of it.
Yeah. Well, I figure like this brown and green, if it's still any good, when it's time, I can probably like brush a little bit of that on top.
It'll like have a skin on it, but then you can just poke it and then it'll ooze out.
Okay. I'm gonna get so much paint on myself.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
The sooner you realize that, the better.
So yeah, that's a really dark gray. I think I want more white. Oh, maybe not that much. So this is like this is like the cereal problem. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Where you
You have too much milk. Oh no, I have too much cereal.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Exactly.
It's like with Oreos too, right?
The ratio is never good. I'm going to see if I can.
Did you get to the paint brand question?
What?
Paint brand? What paint brand do you use?
I didn't see that. We
In your channel.
use Artist Loft and Basics? Liquitex Basics, my mom says. That's her preferred. Although I prefer Artist Loft, or honestly, I don't really care a whole lot. What else is there? There's also a Folk Art brand, and that's the shiny stuff that I will use later on. This actually, I will use later on Mr. Matt Mercer here. If I can get there. How long has it been?
Huh?
Usually I can get a mini done like...
I don't know. How long have we been on?
I don't know. Like... They could take between 1.5 and 2.5 hours normally.
Oh, crap.
Like, the dogs, both of them took me, like...
What did?
The dogs, the hellhounds.
Okay.
They took me like 1.5 hours for both of them, but that's because I used like 3 colors total.
Well, okay, so yeah, but well, like I think you paint more. You're likely to paint more like PC characters, where I'm more likely to be painting like
I mean,
a bunch of trolls or something, and so if my trolls are 3 colors, that's fine because they're going to live for like 3 rounds.
seconds. Yeah.
You only get as many colors as the number of rounds that you're expected to live.
That's why Korra has so many colors. I mean, also animals don't tend to get as many colors, and also it has to do with like how much they're carrying, because like.
Oh sure, yeah.
Like if you are holding a bunch of potions, each potion can be a new color.
Sure, yeah.
It
I like
depends.
this color.
It's
That's
nice.
great. I don't know how well that's going to show up or how accurately, but whatever. Okay. Must hold the thing and paint it at the same time. And not get paint on myself.
You gotta give up one of those.
I'm going to... Yeah, gosh.
Yeah.
There. So, flat gray wall. That looks boring. But that's okay. Right? Because it's going to have more colors. It's all good. Anyway, so the party made it to Stonehelm.
Again, welcome to ADHD Brain.
Yeah. And well, okay. So why is the party going to Stonehelm to begin with?
Because there were orcs when we went and tried to get the bugle from the ogre guy, and we found a letter in their tent that said that the count was going to sell them the town of Orist.
Yep.
And Korra was very confused because how can you sell someone a town? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
And also his face is so messed up. So now they kind of want to go to Orist. And also, Stonehelm has a bunch of dwarves, and
Stonehelm is the dwarven capital, so
Yeah.
yes, there are
lots of dwarves.
lots of dwarves there.
And some of the stuff Korra found could hopefully be translated and stuff by said dwarves. Also, Korra really wants to go to Goldfish.
What stuff?
The bracelet. In
The
particular.
bracelet. Okay. And what?
In particular. Also, Korra wants to go to Goldfish because that's fishing port area. And Korra is a researcher, and she, her major is water.
Okay. So, Mike's character is from Stonehelm.
You know, he's not a dwarf, he's a halfling.
Huh? He's a halfling, yeah. Stonehelm, its name is Stonehelm, so yes, of course, it's a dwarven city. But and it is mostly dwarves, but most races are there.
Not orcs. Or half orcs. Or, we did, Fig didn't notice it. Fig is my other character. She is my lovely blue half-orc lady.
Yeah.
Barbarian. Who I love dearly. Her last name is Newton. And her father's name is Isaac. And her grandfather, I forget his name. But, like, there's a chaplain?
There's a what?
Some churchy guy with the last name Newton who hello. Oh no.
Flavor.
Oh no.
That's terrible.
Are you telling me Guy Fieri isn't the mayor of Flavortown?
And by terrible, I mean that's awesome and creative.
It's wonderful. Who would be the mayor of Flavortown if it wasn't Guy Fieri or Gordon Ramsay? Ina Garten.
Mm-hmm.
We need more feminists. She actually has had political positions.
Had what?
She has actually held political positions.
Really?
Yeah, or government positions. I don't know exactly political. I guess one and the same.
I
Sort of.
didn't-
She's like,
She was invited to the White House.
well, she's probably been in the White House before.
Oh no, she worked.
Mom's looking it up. So I painted his hair now, and I repainted his face because I got paint on his face,
Cool.
and I don't know if he looks more or less like Matt Mercer.
There you go. You're focused. Skin's too pale.
Well, yeah, but he's also an elf. To be fair. I tried to make darker skin.
I shouldn't be critical.
Hardy har har.
That was totally accidental
Uh-huh.
and awesome. If I'd thought of it, I'd have done it, but I can't take credit. That was great.
Words. Totally forget what I was saying. Summer in Stonehelm.
So in Stonehelm,
She has a pilot's license. Ina Garten does. Like, I'm.
good to know.
Yeah. I trust her. Oh, Lord.
She worked in the State Department,
She worked in the State Department,
low-level government aid,
low level government aid,
and climbed to the Office of Management and Budget.
and climbs to the Office of Management and Budget.
Eventually, she became a budget analyst,
Eventually, she became a budget analyst,
which included writing the nuclear energy budget under Ford.
which included writing the nuclear energy budget under Ford.
I don't know.
I'm playing telephone right now, so take everything I say with a grain of salt.
I'm running out of plate. There.
We need more plate. This can probably be taken off now.
Okay.
Friend. There we go. Okay. So those of you who weren't here before, whenever I do a mini, or I plan it out first, and I write it all down, and I find that writing it all down first helps me make a better looking mini. I've done, like, I've painted a mini. I used like 4 colors, didn't look all that great, and then I had already written down notes for it, so I went back and looked at the notes, and then made revisions based on that, and it looked so much better. I don't know if I should get that mini out. And on her, you can see where I had to cover up paint, probably. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera. Yeah. Okay. I also gave her lipstick. Yeah. I don't know if you can see her well. There we go. Hello.
I think is she focusing? I think maybe too close.
Mm.
I don't know.
Her name is Autumn.
She's pretty. Actually, let me see.
She's a druid as well. She's in the same pack as Cora.
Funny. She doesn't look Jewish.
Ha ha ha. She's wearing Uggs.
Ugh.
Is that an Ugg? About Uggs? Like,
I love puns.
yeah. I become pun barrel because of it. Anyway. Summer in Stonehelm.
But yeah, but the party basically just made it there.
Yeah. We had a couple drinks.
Yeah, you stayed at the I forget the name of the tavern.
Horse and Chariot?
No, it was the
I have it in my notes somewhere. I have a notebook somewhere.
it's in my I use I use Google Docs to keep track of all the DM notes.
They're all dated too.
Hmm?
They're all dated too, so.
What, your notes or mine?
Yours. Mine aren't.
No, mine aren't dated.
Oh, well, you can go like through revisions and be like, oh, I made this note on this day.
Oh, well, yeah, but I don't. That's not how I do it. I basically
I'm saying you could.
do.
I didn't look at my notes when I got them.
Yeah, I do a new section. Like, well, okay, so like when the party entered Stonehelm, so the party entered Stonehelm. I basically was referring back to my notes from the first party when it was in Stonehelm.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure things were consistent and stuff, and then I made revisions to it. I kind of figure that that both parties are in the same world and they affect each other.
Mm-hmm. At about the same time.
Yeah, and about the same time. Although neither party is aware of the other one. So.
Although I'm kind of playing it like, oh, it's almost like I've been here before. Deja vu.
Yeah.
Just because I'm playing the same playing two different characters, and I thought that'd be neat. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, good lord.
So yeah, so basically you stayed the night at the inn, got your long rest. We're able to level up, I think. Is that right?
No, I think we leveled up in the town.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then
in I forget what the town's called.
I do too. It's in my notes. And then
Yield dogs, I just saw that.
I don't think you guys had really done anything like we basically spent the night and then we ended the session because if I remember right.
Yeah. We also had alcohol.
Yeah.
And we like talked about the Pine Sol.
No, Lemon Pledge.
Lemon Pledge. My bad.
Yeah.
Lemon Pledge. So Fig's background is that she's a sailor. And she has made it a habit, because she's a sailor, that whenever she is offered citrus, especially for like breakfast and stuff, she just takes it like instinctively, because she doesn't want to get scurvy. Scurvy's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And it's easily avoidable, so she's gonna do that. And so she likes citrus. She's kind of grown to like it because she doesn't really have a choice, because it'll save her life. So she may as well get used to it. And so they go to this place, and it's got this citrusy beverage, and DM describes it as it'll put hair on your chest, and Fig has a constitution of 16, I believe. So the bartender's taking shots with her and dying basically, and Fig's just like, yes, ouch.
Fig's like, next.
And then he offers her the bottle, and she takes it.
Well, he offered her the bottle because I think the bartender thought it was gross.
Yeah, and I think it was the rest of that open bottle, and I think he probably had more.
Oh, yeah, he did. He had more because because the other party
had some.
And to clarify, the other party did arrive in Stonehelm after the first one, so.
Cora and her party arrived after Fig and her party. Words.
I don't feel that's giving away too much because there are things that if you look it'll be obvious. So.
What do you mean?
I mean there are things that if you look you'll be able to tell that this is after the southern party had already been to Stonehelm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I figured.
Not necessarily long after, just after.
Right. I just kind of assumed that, like, where Fig is right now kind of lines up to where everyone else is right now. I don't know if that's correct.
What do you mean lines up?
Like time wise, even though we do Fig session like not often. Like we've only done it once, and we've never streamed it.
Did we stream that one?
No, it was just you and I sitting on the couch.
Well, you know, we had people with other commitments and stuff. So
I think that's why.
yeah.
I was like, oh, I want to play though. I want to play the thing.
Check chat.
Hello. Yes.
So two parties.
We had one party. It was myself, my brother, and later my boyfriend joined, and then he was there for like 3 sessions. Lance didn't want to play anymore because he's a butt. He played a paladin. I'm not gonna get his. Oh, I'll get his mini out. I'll get Fig out because she's my baby. So
yeah. So basically, the first party fell apart.
except for Fig.
Except for Fig, and so let's see. I don't know. Do you want to tell the events of the first party?
Good lord. So starts with Fig coming home from being on the boat that she's on because she's a sailor, fishing trip basically.
So came back home to your home port.
Yeah. Goldfish is where I grew up basically. Walked to the bar. Mysterious stranger. We started with just Lance by himself, and then I wanted to play, and so
right. Lance was the first player
Yeah.
in the campaign,
and it started with someone walks into the bar, and they say you ought to be arrested, and then he tries to step in, and it's just awkward. And apparently that was just like a saying there. I ought to arrest you.
because you'd been gone so long.
Yeah. That's how we played it off.
Yeah.
And then old Bill comes in. He's missing his sheep. So
Bill the farmer. Yeah.
he's very, very drunk all the time.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, me looking through this and talking is probably not good for audio. Bill walks in, says I'm missing my sheep, and we say, okay, we'll go find your sheep. So we go find his sheep.
Basically, the farmer busts into the tavern going, my sheep is missing.
Oh, poor Betty.
And the party goes, well, there's the adventure showing up.
Yeah. There's our first quest. There's the little yellow exclamation point above his head.
Yeah. It was the first. It was the first session of the first campaign. You know.
That's how it goes. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Fig, my beautiful blue half orc with purple hair.
There you go. Very good.
She actually wields a hammer. She doesn't wield an axe, but the only minis you can find for half orcs is barbarians, and it's always this. So, actually, I've seen.
Is it a hammer or a maul? I thought it was a maul.
It was a maul.
Okay.
Which is basically a giant hammer, right?
I think so.
And then this is Leaf Roanoke, which was Lance's character.
Still is.
It is. He can join at any time.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
No. I don't like the loss of control.
What loss of control?
Oh, the family stuff, I guess.
Huh?
I don't know.
It's.
Anyway.
I think I'd be better as a DM. I think is all.
Wait.
Which is not to say the DMs have control. I
Wait,
understand.
time out. What? Yeah, I was gonna say. What do you mean loss of control? The players have all the control.
But it's more the knowledge and the access and the. There's a difference between control and full control.
I just have it so that Fig's mom died during childbirth, and then her dad is like away a lot because he's also a sailor. I haven't actually seen him this campaign. Moment.
Oh, it's just gonna be someone trying to extend our car warranty on our.
Nope. Hello. One moment. Oh, Lance. It's Yes.
Hello?
No, it's Busha.
I thought I heard her voice.
It's the military. Hmm. Grandmother's calling for what? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Fig's dad is also a sailor. That's how she's a sailor basically now. Thank you. I tried very hard with the minis. Actually, both of these were painted by Lance.
Yeah, she did all of these.
Not yet.
No, these two now.
No?
No, these Lance painted.
Oh, okay.
I gave up on mine because
I guess I
had a
should
hard
say
time.
I've done none of these. So
I did like all but 3. I want to say.
like I guess the closest thing to a mini that I've done is the tree.
And these little guys.
It was good. Didn't consider how audience participation is a super big thing with Queen.
Oh yeah, we went to a Queen revival band yesterday.
My anxious
So that was fun.
Oh, and I don't remember if I told you all this or not, but I after I dropped you guys off,
I was embarrassed.
I saw there's a.
Oh yeah.
Did I tell you? So like at 10th Street in Maine-ish, in Lafayette, there's
White.
Huh?
Yeah, the white.
White, sure.
Mhm.
There's a gaming shop there. The name escapes me.
Merlin's Beard?
Is it Merlin's Beard? Is that one Merlin's Beard now?
That just sounds vaguely familiar.
It might be. I don't know. Is that gray? Are you making gray?
I'm making a little bit lighter gray. Lighter gray.
Lighter gray?
Lighter gray.
Okay. Glow clay.
I got.
Anywho. So I went in there looking for minis because
We need more.
well, because I need a specific mini that I think was alluded to earlier in the stream. No rewatching the stream. Don't worry, no one's going to rewatch this stream. Words. And so it turns out that this place doesn't sell minis. They mostly do board games. But in the back, they had a very lively D&D game going on. Apparently on Tuesday nights they do D&D, and it was like 8 players or something. It was huge. And so I was talking to one of the owners, and he's like, "So you DM, huh?" And I'm like, maybe."
It depends. Who's asking?
Yeah. So, yeah, apparently they're looking for volunteer DMs to run additional games there, because, like I said, table had 8 players at it, which is...
Prime Ghost is Game Corner.
Game Corner? I don't think it's Game Corner. That doesn't sound right. Wait, what are you... You're not from Lafayette. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh,
Look for DMs.
so I've got their Facebook contact info and stuff. So I don't know. I might talk to them. I like doing the stream. I'm not willing to give that up, and I don't know for sure that the format, like, is they have people drop in, drop out of the game all the time, and the way I run the game, I don't know how compatible that is with people dropping in and dropping out all the time. Although, anyway.
Not throwing shade at no one.
Huh?
We're not throwing shade at anyone.
No, not at all. No shade here.
Bright sunny day here.
I don't know. It sounded like an interesting idea. It might be worth exploring. I don't know.
I don't DM. You've like never actually played a character before.
I never played. I've only DM'd. Somehow I've only DM'd.
Don't understand.
I don't understand either. It's not like I'm like a bossy person who has to be in charge or anything. I don't think. Am I? I don't
No.
know.
Just making faces.
I wasn't looking. I was looking at the walls.
Oh.
Not the ones I'm painting. I was just looking at the walls. I'm going to run out of gray paint, I think.
That's alright. Oh no, there'll be 2 different grays.
I know, it's terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever. Like it might be worth going. It wasn't Adventures League, it was similar. Like similar concept, but
Hunters Guild?
did I say Hunters Guild?
No, you said Adventures League.
Yeah, no, Adventures League is like
Same concept.
it's like
People dropping it out all the time.
yeah. It's like there's this one adventure that everyone runs this adventure, and like you could do part 1 of the adventure with this DM and part 2 of the adventure with that DM, and you're fine. With totally different parties. It's like, hey, where'd this guy come from?
You did that the whole time.
It's just how it works. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm not saying there's anything, bad or whatever about running D&D that way. It's just I haven't done it that way, and I'm not sure how. I don't know. I'm not sure how you can tell a continuous story, especially when you run it like I do, where it's like, if you guys want to go to
Red Larch or
Stormhelm, or go wander off into the freaking wilderness, whatever, you're allowed to do that.
I've how many campaigns have I been in? I've done a few one-offs, and I've done, I want to say 3 or 4 campaigns, and I like the way you DM best because it doesn't feel so railroaded. And like the past DMs, it's been like, no, you need to go to this place, and so you're going to this place now.
Yeah, no, no. And
like you've thrown suggestions, but we don't have to follow that.
Like what?
Well, like I don't know.
I try not to even do that. And like even when like sometimes there'll be like
well, like with when we've met Okar.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I need your help. We're like, okay, this is the new quest. This is the exclamation point.
Yes, but remember, like Okar would give you suggestions that would probably get you killed. You remember?
We still took them now.
Remember? Because like I think the party asked like what are we supposed to do about these like stone ghosts or whatever that were in this mine. So of course Okar the dwarf is like, we should charge in and die with honor.
I'm like, okay, Okar. Does anyone else have a suggestion?
Party's like, let's not take suggestions from the psychotic dwarf.
Then again, this is also the party that kept a goblin as a pet. So...
It wasn't a pet.
Are you telling me Jeb wasn't a pet?
No, he wasn't a pet.
He was kind of a pet. We tied him up and we considered putting him on a leash. Where did this
Calling a goblin a pet? What a racist thing to say.
I'm, first of all, rude.
You're the one that said it.
I don't put words in my mouth. Like, we literally had him on rope so that he could walk, but he couldn't run away from us. And we fed him lamb meat.
And the paladin stabbed him.
I, like,
and he
literally cried.
I know. The paladin stabbed him, and he started crying.
Both Jeb and I started crying. It's like, it was so that he would run away, and then he ended up taking us to his group, and he was very, very excited to do so. Even though we were walking into a giant circle of, like, what, 40 goblins?
I think it was like
30 to 40.
30 or something. I don't know if you guys got an exact count. I think it was like 30.
Oh, and I'm a half-orc, and apparently they don't like each other very much.
They don't like
orcs.
Well, yeah, because you're trying to like speak orc.
Because the language is similar.
Yeah.
And then they would all jump, and I was just like, ah!
Yeah. So, speaking of not railroading, like certain things, like you guys would do stuff, and like I'm expecting you to go this way,
And party's like, yeah, that's nice, but what if we didn't?
And like, surely the party's going to want to check. The party's learned about this, so they're going to want to check out this. So I better prepare this. And then the session starts, and let's go ride bikes.
You know what sounds fun? Not that.
Oh, not anything I prepared. Cool. Okay.
Great. Thanks.
I don't mind. It's honestly, that's part of the fun of being the DM is,
But later, the goblin.
exactly, goblin phobia, goblinphobic.
Goblinphobic? I don't know.
Goblinophobia?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
But also, we had been calling him Jeb because we found him in a bush. And
I forgot about that.
that's literally the only reason we had.
Hand me the black paint, please. Excuse me.
So then we've been calling him Jeb, and then when we got to where all the other goblins were, we were like, okay, so what is your name actually? And he points to himself. He says Drock, and like we had learned a little bit of Goblin, and we were basically, it was a lot of pointing, and so I'm like Fig, Leaf, Frank, who are you? And he says Drock. We're like, oh, okay, your name's Drock. And then he says Drock Jeb. And that's when I promptly started crying.
The white paint.
White paint? Okay. Why are you sorry? So, yeah. One of our parties let a goblin live, and he joined us, and now he's BFFs with my elf. His name is Yap Yap, and I love him. Good, yes, this is good. Like, I want to go back to the goblin. I've been planning on going back to the goblins, actually, to have them help us with orcs, because Fig does not really like orcs, because they're the reason Hermana's dead. It's also the reason she's born, but, she doesn't have, like, a super bad depression about, like, oh, if only I'd never been born, or anything like that. It's just, oh, you also gave all these people hell, and that's rude, first of all. She's trying to be a good half-orc. Trying her best.
See, now this is useful to me because now I'm like, oh, okay.
Are you gonna make people racist against Fig?
Against Fig?
Yeah.
No, no.
We thought someone was being racist against Fig. It turned out it was just because Fig hadn't bathed in several weeks. And she was just on a fishing boat. And she rigged a fish.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah. And like the innkeeper's oldest daughter in
Good lord.
in Red Larch. Oh my gosh, yucky adventurers. They stink.
Yeah, and then Fig rolled very high for intimidation.
Leave footprints on the muddy footprints on the floor.
I suppose her younger siblings are pure and must be saved at all costs. Well, so there's Iris, who is
my gosh.
the girl of the set of twins, and she is very, very timid and doesn't want to get in
Do
trouble.
you remember how you met Iris?
Of course I do. So.
I'm sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, we should say how we
because
met.
you didn't. Yeah. Go
So
ahead. Sorry.
we had helped this caravan go to a slightly bigger town than Goldfish, which isn't the thing much. Goldfish is a tiny town. The biggest thing about it is its ports.
Little fishing town. basically.
So we go to Red Larch. We help this caravan go to Red Larch. We decided to stay in an inn because it's late as fuck.
Red Larch is big enough that the inn and the tavern are two separate places.
Which is weird for Fig because I don't know if she's traveled anywhere that fancy before. So Fig is tired as hell, and she says, "Hey," to the tavern keeper. Randy's the barkeep at Goldfish. Randy wants his order doubled because bandits have been keeping the alcohol from him, and he's not very happy about that. Like, oh, it's just tired. I'll get him double his order. Da, 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 da. Like, yeah, put it on his tab. Okay, as I'm doing that, Leaf is getting us a room. And... Hey, Lance!
Howdy.
You want to tell a story about how Leaf got us that room?
In Red Larch?
No.
So the team, disgusted by us because we had just killed several bandits, doesn't think we can afford to pay for a 10 gold room a night room.
You guys probably can't afford it.
And Leaf, even though he's a paladin,
Why don't you go sleep with the horses?
Yeah. He decided to pay for the most expensive room, which was 10 gold a night.
No, was it 10 or 20?
10.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It was 10.
Okay, alright.
That was a honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
So, Fig is told...
so good.
Fig walks in after she's done in the tavern. And she says, have you seen this guy with the green cloak and everything? And where'd he go? What room did he give? Like, oh, you must be with him. Da, da, da. It's like, just tell me where his room is. Roll 20.
Too.
Roll 20 for intimidation. Tells me where my room is. Just like, thanks. So, go to the room. There is a giant bed that's heart-shaped, with flowers and everything, and candles everywhere. And Fig is asexual. And also, she just met Leaf like a few days ago.
And I think it was there was only the one bed.
Yeah, there was couches though.
Yeah.
And she says, Leaf, we need to talk. And he says, nope, let me explain. And Fig says, well, I'm taking the bed. And he's like, no, that's fine, I'm getting the couch. So, okay, that's all fine and good. Level 4 came right that night. So Fig got to pick her totem because she's a barbarian, and she picked not totem. She got to pick her path, I guess. She chose the Storm Herald, I think it's called. It's one of the newer ones. It's not.
Yeah. Storm something.
Yeah. And
yeah, because we were talking about that and like what makes sense narratively.
yeah. And
what's cool.
yeah, and what's cool. And she's a sailor. There's storms out at sea and everything. So she has a nightmare / dream about is this Cyril? She has a dream about there being a giant storm and she's on the boat and there's lightning. And she wakes up and she sees this small child rummaging through her bag. Or she hears someone rummaging through a bag, and she grabs her maul that is still in her bed with her, and
because of course.
Obviously, and she sits up and she's got dark vision. She's half orc. She says, "Who the hell are you?" There are two small children, and one of the little girl, small child, says, "I told you we'd get in trouble." And that's where we meet Alex and Iris. And Iris is a very sweet young girl. She's very timid. Alex, think of someone who had several Monster Energy drinks. Now...
And chase them with a case of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, chase her with a case of Mountain Dew, and then is also 5.
Yeah.
That's Alex.
Yeah. Were they 5? I think they're 7.
Still.
Yeah. It's in my notes.
I think it is 7. 7 sounds right. So they're both precious children, and Fig decides, oh, they're just children, and I scared the shit out of them with my maul.
Hi, I'm Alex. Hi, my name's Alex. Who are you? My name is Great. I live here.
So Fig decides, hey, I just got a set of wolf teeth. Hey, Alex, do you want some wolf teeth? They're just small boy child. They like gross things. Why not? And later, Alex ran into us and gave us a scroll. And so it is my duty.
Literally ran into you.
Yeah. It is my duty now that whenever we meet Alex, we give him a small gift in hopes that he will return the favor. So yeah.
Have you guys used that scroll?
Lance, I don't think can. Leaf can't. I think it's for sorcerers or something, or too high a level or something.
I think, if I remember right, the rules on that is, like, you can try to use it no matter what you are. Like, you could be a...
I don't even remember what the scroll is, honestly.
I'm not even sure if you guys had it... No, you guys hadn't had it identified.
You sure?
Pretty sure. Do you know what the scroll does?
I think Lance does. I think Fig just didn't care.
Maybe that's right.
We did have it identified because we had it identified when we got the potions identified.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I was never told.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I was also never told what potions do.
Again, expecting the party to do one thing and then they would... What?
Well, it was out of spite because I guess Fig was being annoying. Which, okay, whatever. Like, that happens. For D&D, I've only made 2 characters, and it's Cora and Fig. I've made several Pathfinder characters, one of which was a gorilla that I made sure could not speak common because it was just more fun. Basically think Winston, but more. That was her. I never even specified what gender she was or anything. She was brutal. It was so much fun. It was for a one-off.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was one of Drew's one-offs, I think. That was the campaign where we scared a man into insanity by stealing his boat. That was so much fun. I think we rolled to see if he made it or not, and I don't remember if he did. I have a feeling he did not. You know, giant gorilla hops onto your boat and is trying to communicate with you. It's not going to work out very well for you.
Did you jump overboard or what?
No, I think we may have tied him up. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It was so much fun. He had us run into some bandits, and we slaughtered them so hard. Like, the first round went through, and we easily halved the amount of bandits. Because he forgot that my boyfriend played a chimpanzee, who is a gunslinger. We were literally Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. So much fun. And he forgot that we forgot chimps and gorillas have climb speeds. And so there were several on top of buildings, and I made mincemeat of them. It was so much fun.
Ranged? What's that mean? That means you die a turn later. Or a round later.
Honestly. And then I also made Usopp from One Piece. I made him a Pathfinder character, and that was so much fun. We play. It was my boyfriend, one of our friends who graduated already, and he came back, and we played Pathfinder still. The 3 of us, and he was the DM, the guy who already graduated, and my boyfriend was a Gripply. He had a mace attached to his tongue.
Wait, time out. What's a Gripply?
Frog boy.
Okay.
He was going to make it into the "oh shit, what up" meme, but decided not to have a unicycle, so there with that. I think his name was Dat Boy. DA''AT boy. He's my boyfriend is meme trash. Like if I saved every picture he sent me, 90% of it's memes. The other stuff is like screenshots from news or whatever. A lot of it's political memes as well. So it's good shit.
Is there any other kind of news?
Huh?
Is there any other kind of news?
The political memes?
Yeah.
Fair. So, also for that campaign, there were several combat things, except we didn't do combat very well. And so instead we were like, wait! Don't shoot us, please! And it actually worked. And we were like, we just came here because people bet we couldn't. And we wanted to prove them wrong because there was a huge betting pool. And they're like, well, we're here because there's like, we're princesses or something, and it belongs to us. And we're like, you can have it. We just want to prove people wrong, and like, we'll give it to you right after if you want. We don't care. You know what? If you want to just like take it now, we'll retreat now. That's fine. We just don't want to die, please. So yeah. That was fun. And they let us live. And we found the relic thing, and we were like, that has necromancy magic all over it. I changed my mind. Like, if anything got near, it would wilt. So that was fun. And I had 2 wands of healing. I took one of the wands of healing and I just, like, shoved it against it. And it took the necromancy stuff way, way down. And then it took nearly all of it down. The rod was still really heavy. It was like 45 kilograms, I believe.
Okie dokie.
1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds.
Yes.
Then we later realized that if you took the rod out of where it was, the tower that we were in would start collapsing. And we didn't know that until after we took a long rest, I believe, in the tower. We went all the way downstairs and we found rubble everywhere, and we're like, oh god, where are the twins? Because it was 2 twin girls, and they were sorcerers, I believe. One was ice, one was fire. We called them, what did we call them? We called the ice one Elsa. I forget what we called the fire one.
So.
She was a nice princess. Then we found one of them, and she's like, okay, my sister's still in the rubble somewhere. We find her, and then by the time we get her out, we have 6 rounds before the tower falls. And we're in the middle of an ice lake. And we have this, like, 80-pound metal rod that we also have to get out to prove that we were there. And we're like, oh god. And so there were many swim checks that were failed. We all lived somehow.
Lame.
I know. And, like, Drew's the DM and the NPCs, obviously. Never expected us to try and be friends with the sorcerers. Just gonna happen. And it was very fun. I enjoyed it very, very much. And like, we got back and like everyone had been drinking when they made their bets, and there was a 24-hour wait period to when you could retract your bet. We did it in like 18 hours. So we got all that money. And so they got back to the bar. They're like, we did it! And everyone's like, what the hell are you talking about? The bartender's like, oh yeah, y'all said that they wouldn't be able to do it. So, see all this money that you have that is in this pot that used to belong to you? It's theirs now. So, sorry. And they're like, oh shit. Okay.
I failed.
Oh,
What?
hi. Night night. Oh, we're not there anymore. Wait, night night. What time is it? Oh, it's only night.
All right. Thanks for watching Big Claws. Catch you later.
They caught your miss.
Oh yeah. Where's Travis? There's Travis. Okay. So my Matt Mercer's coming along a little bit.
Yes, he is.
What else do I want to do? His pants are gonna be black. So do you have black still?
I have dark gray.
I have black. I have the One Piece theme stuck in my head.
You have what?
The One Piece theme stuck in my head. I will share the stream next time. We are going to try and stream Wednesday nights at like 8:30 Eastern. Are we Eastern?
Yeah. That's when we've been running it. Is it 8:30?
I think they're in the same time zone as us. If I remember right, I'm not sure.
Yep.
So yeah, I will definitely try and remember to share the link again. Not gonna be sure.
We have had one party member that is his expressed that he might have to take a break for a while because of work commitments.
Oh.
Lame. So we might end up bumping it back a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. See how it works.
Better do more painting streams. Better do more painting streams.
Yeah, more painting streams.
Or do fix stuff. I don't mind.
Huh?
Or do the one-on-one sessions with Fig.
Yeah. Yep. We could do that. Things and words.
Yeah. Don't want to get timing off.
Yeah, DM stuff.
That's right.
Okay, so the party made it to Stonehelm.
Oops.
They were there to rest, and I think Bart wanted to catch up with some contacts that he had.
Probably.
And get the bracelet identified, and I think he was also.
I want to get the bracelet identified. I have the bracelet.
Yeah, I think he was also hoping to get a hold of some magic items too.
Probably.
So, and Stonehelm it's the largest city that any of you know of, and so that's probably going to be your best bet to find a trade.
No. Whether or not we're going to be able to buy any, that's a different story.
True. And I think I think Bart got like a rough idea of how much like a wand or whatever that he wanted was going to cost. And I think it was still more than what the party had, if I remember right.
I think that's correct. So I don't know what Cora's goal. Well, no, I do a little bit. I know what Fig's goals are, obviously. Her whole big thing is she either wants to get her dad a new ship, or she wants to get him a house so he can settle down and retire.
Hey, now the Northern Party has a house.
True.
I don't know. I don't think Fig's dad would be very happy in the frozen tundra of whatever the hell that town was called.
I concur. Now I don't really know what the housing market is like in Goldfish, but
well, depending on the fate of the citizens that went up to Orist to to try to attack the orcs under the cover of darkness.
Like, y'all, you remember you had a
What
half-orc.
What can I say? These are not heroes like the party. They're just citizens. Fig's class is barbarian. Their
Her
class is like chef or
shepherd.
or barkeep or whatever. He gains a level. He gets to
New recipe.
memorize more recipes. He gets to wield a whisk one-handed instead of two-handed.
How? I don't want to know.
You don't want to know. You wouldn't understand because you're not a chef.
Let's see. Gotta paint his boots and then belt and stuff and trim on his tunic and then
On which one, Matt?
yeah. Here's his undercloak. The under part of his cloak. I'm not making it gray, I'm making it peridot because that's something I like to do. I like to add color. But I need to add the trim to his tunic, which I think I wrote I'm gonna make it gold. I'm gonna stick to that. Where's my gold?
We actually do have Critical Role minis coming.
We have dog minis coming too. It's just not until May of 2019.
Yeah, it was like a Kickstarter or something. So
I'm gonna do copper instead.
what's this glass of dirty water for?
Turn into your brushes.
I haven't used it yet.
Take that.
I was gonna drink it, but
No, don't drink it. I mean, you can if you want, I guess, but can't say I recommend it.
I've seen like mugs that say like paint water.
Paint water, not paint water. Although, why would you get two identical cups for that? That's just a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't know.
I guess if it's what you have, then.
It would make an entertaining YouTube stream.
Oh, good lord. Hey, my forehead probably looks hurt right now. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure no one can see what I'm doing. Whatever. These camera angles I just kind of set up in like, I don't know, like 5 minutes to what or something, wasn't it? Like to get everything moved for mini painting instead of D&D.
Alright, change of plans. I'm not doing copper. I'm going to take the blonde that I had earlier. That's mostly dry. I'm going to.
This is kind of dry now too. Can I get black again?
Yeah, sure not.
Okay. This is fun. What about out of black though?
Might have more somewhere. I'm not sure. Not working as well as I had hoped. It's not working as well as I had hoped.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to like make the trim for the cloak pop more, but I kind of painted on it already, so it's not working.
You gotta let it dry or what?
No, I painted on it dark, so light colors, unless I put a bunch on it, it's not gonna pop.
Oh, I see. You like add white to it or something? Or?
I probably need paint white first. Yeah.
Can you do this?
Yeah, I can. Okay. Hello. Now I have white all over my thumb. Okay. What I've been doing, if I just need a little bit, I'm just.
Yeah, I saw you do that with the.
Just take a little bit from the bottle of Darkly itself.
So the first party, when they went to Stonehelm, they learned that the city was kind of divided up into 3 sections. The upper class, the Eagle's Nest, which is like a gated community, and like the main section, which was called
Wolf's Den?
the Den, yeah. And that's like the biggest section of it, where like all the like most of the citizens lived, and where there were like the inn was there, and everything down to there was a gnome, the gnome shop. It was still probably in the Den, I think, although that was further down. Remember the gnome shop?
Of course I remember the gnome shop.
That's one that I'm glad you guys found. So yeah, I think you guys found it by it blowing up basically as you walk by it.
Pretty much.
You hear an explosion, you smell this really weird sour, kind of spicy, sharp smell, unfamiliar smell, and then you hear laughter. What was his name? Fizz Bank or something.
I wrote it down, I think.
Yeah, it's in my notes. What all did you guys buy from him?
Chris bought... Chris is my boyfriend's character. Chris Robbins. Whom I joked should have a bear pet.
Totally. He bought some of the walnut bombs or something.
Cherry bombs.
Yeah. And I don't think anyone bought the potion hat.
No. Although, my current character in this campaign is the goblin, who is a Garbo, very Garbo girl. Her name is Absinthe Goldschlager. She named herself. She is a drunken brute. She's a barbarian, but there are like subtypes in Pathfinder, which I don't understand very well, a lot of. But basically, every time she drinks, she gets an extra round of rage. It takes up her move action though. And I remembered the potion hat, and I asked him if she can have it, and she already has her magic cup, so she cannot have it. Which is unfortunate.
I know we're jumping around a lot, and if you haven't actually played in these campaigns, it's probably impossible to follow without notes and
If you weren't there, you wouldn't understand.
there's this, you download the Microsoft project file in the down here. Yeah, no. And then you smelled the same smell. The party smelled the same smell when approaching.
Well, they recognize that smell though. She knows gunpowder.
Yeah. Did she before that? Did she before that?
I don't remember if she recognized the smell in the goblin.
I think she recognized.
Goblin. No, mid.
I think she recognized that it was the same smell.
I think I specifically recognized it because it was ship smell. Cannons being fired. Or I knew it was sulfur.
Most ships don't have cannons. gunpowder gunpowder exists in the world, but things like guns and cannons and things like that, I mean, they exist, but they're still very experimental. Which I think that's why Chris's player kind of got bummed out on it, because I think he was wanting to go like cowboy 6-shooter kind of thing, but I don't know. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, hey, another brown, by the way. Dark
Oh,
sienna.
so lighter one?
Reddish.
Okay. That might be good to like brush on lightly or something on that. I totally don't know what I'm doing.
Same.
Oh, and then one of the characters that you met in the first campaign, or first session.
Frank?
Yeah, Frank.
He was at the battle.
He was at the battle.
Okay.
And he got hurt at the battle.
Yes, and we met him, and Vic was like, "No, Frank, my darling." I said, "Not my darling, because she's ace. But my boy, my son."
Yeah.
And then we healed him, and he was okay. But like Frank took top priority over anyone,
Yeah.
including my childhood friends.
Yeah, somehow.
Frank is a child, that's why.
Yeah. And Frank, did Frank have, I think Frank had did he have the sword?
Yes.
Because he had
He took a decorative sword when we met him the first time.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, here's a whetstone.
Go for
Sharpen it.
Yeah.
And he did manage to sharpen it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he rolled well. Rolled well on sharpening the stone and then fell asleep. Or sharpening the sword and then fell asleep.
And bumped him on the head.
Yeah. But again, rolled well with, not getting attacked overnight somehow. Gosh, you guys were lucky.
Yes, yes we were. And then we promptly made goblin pudding. That was awesome.
What's that?
Making the goblin pudding. Yeah, the first combat session of our campaign, the first roll, nat 20. Exasperated sigh from the DM.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like, okay, there's a bunch of goblins that are going to be a challenge for this level 1 party. Nope.
Or not.
Nope, you get how many attacks? Oh, a nat 20. Awesome. Cool. Okay.
And nat 20, and I get 2 attacks because of this. Oh. Right. It was like 8 sessions in before Fig got hurt. And I was so proud, and I was so mad when I finally got hit. It's not fair.
Well, how do you
It was
think?
perfectly fair.
How do you think I feel as a DM? You hurt all my characters.
Hey, we let one of them live. We let Jeb live.
Kidnap him.
I don't think he ever
Stick
found
him in
out
a
what
box.
happened to his comrades. I hope he never found out what happened to his comrades.
Well, of course he would have found out. He was pinned with a dead goblin beside him, but yeah.
He didn't seem that bummed out. Kind of makes me wonder if he was like sort of outcast, even in his goblin group.
Just think of Kami.
I don't know. That's not really something that the party explored. At least not then. But
I don't remember his name.
that's
Pugman.
that's one of the things that again, like watching the first campaign of Critical Role, which is awesome. You guys should be totally watching that and not this. Just some of the stuff like that they just run across, like how much of that got planned out but never got deployed.
Like that's how much we see. How much have we not seen?
Yeah, how much of it didn't, like, because the party went this way instead of this way, there was going to be this really cool this, but
gone forever now.
Huh?
Now it's gone forever.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing about being a DM is that it doesn't have to be gone forever. It's just that, you know, maybe they'll come back to it, or
It's not right here.
yeah.
And of course, the party will remember it 20 sessions later, and then they'll go back to it, and then you have to remember, oh shit, what did I plan for here?
Like I said, it's part of the fun and part of the challenge.
I would not want to DM. That's too hard for me.
You approach the gate to the city. There are 2 guards standing there.
Punch the guard.
What's the? No, you guys wouldn't do that, but you guys might. You walk up to the guard and say, "Hi, what's your name?" And then you're like, it's
Name generator. Adam has to do that all the time because, like, Absinthe, when she's not inebriated, it's like, "Hi, what's your name?" Adam's like, one moment.
Yeah, see, I'm experienced enough with the party now.
Are you really?
Well, we'll see, I guess. I don't know.
I should have painted white over this first. Damn it.
I've almost got all my walls painted. Just about. 3 more left.
Oh, you gotta paint the other half of them.
That's true, yeah. But I put them in order now, so I know which ones are probably the driest. I'm probably doing this so wrong.
Are you painting them? Are you painting them?
I am painting.
That's not wrong.
I suppose. Although I've had to I've had to make more gray paint like 3 times now, so they probably don't all match.
That's fine.
No, I gotta repaint them all.
I mean, are they all made using the same exact stones?
The prints are.
Not all of them. Some of them are different.
No, they're 2 different designs, or 2 or 3 different designs.
Yeah.
But like all these are all the same.
Let that dry.
Okay. Wait, what are you letting dry?
The underside of Matt Mercer's cloak.
Is that what the green is?
I painted white first so that it would all kind of match a little bit better.
Okay.
Because I got some dark gray on the bottom of it. I'm gonna set these down here before they fall into my paint.
Okay.
What I have is. Honestly, I'm probably going to leave the trim white because it actually looks kind of nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was going to make it gold, but nah.
Yeah, gold might look nice too. Just painting minis and running D&D is kind of. Okay, you can do that. You can do this. Alright. So those are done, so now I can go touch up the corners of these.
That's going to need more coats. It's very, very light now. But.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I suppose it could have done like yellow on the bottom or an actual green and then done the parados to make it shiny. Boots.
Crap.
That's fine.
Too much paint.
Alright. So to make leather, what I normally do is I mix just regular brown and copper. But we do have burnt sienna, and so I'm gonna mix that with copper instead.
Match. But then it won't match.
Well, different types of leather for different types of people, because
Yeah.
they're from all around the world. Mirror people. Toothpicks have two sides, so you can mix paint with one side, and then you can mix different paint with the other.
You just mix it all.
Once it dries, you know, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. The reason I mix copper to make leather is because it's shiny. And shiny's nice sometimes.
For leather?
Yeah. Really for anything, honestly. I just like shiny. Like with hair, if I do black hair, I always do metallic black because shiny hair.
I could see that.
Sometimes I add a little bit of gold for blonde hair.
Mm.
But let me see the message I sent to my guild.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you? Isn't that basically how you invited your guild to the stream?
I said, "At everyone, are you bored at the moment? Do you like D&D? Do you want to watch paint dry? Well, have I got great news for you? Come watch my dad and I paint minis and terrain on Twitch." And then I sent a link. You'll see my face. You'll see my dad's face. Give us views. Talk shit to us. Give us views.
Well,
We're love it. I got some of my guildies on.
yeah, that's cool. I like talking to people. Sometimes about my campaign.
So you don't like talking to people. You're insufferable. Kidding.
Oh, I talk to people a lot.
You gotta get the boots without getting the aura, because getting paint off of the aura is gonna be a pain. Oh, pain. What you doing?
Us?
Yeah.
Our best.
Same.
Talking crap about not ex-boyfriends, about people.
Ex-boyfriends aren't people. I'm just kidding.
Ex-boyfriends implies there's a plural.
Ex-boyfriends implies there was ever a boyfriend.
I got at least one. Did I? I don't think so.
Anime body pillow.
Your anime body pillow doesn't count.
Man, I wish. Someone buy me one of those. Add that to my Christmas list. What? It's not what body pillows are for. It's
No.
mine too.
I got a little bit of paint on the table.
No.
That hasn't got paint on the table.
I'll get
They're
out
be-
of kicking range.
Is that a trick to know?
The dog's trying to kill my brother.
Dude, I heard noises on the screen.
I don't remember what the other ones were like.
I saw like every trans person in the universe. Right.
I hope we might pick that up.
Forever.
I am sure it did.
Sure.
You don't think so?
No, she said it was you, and I went, Stop.
Barking spiders?
Please edit the VOD to remove anything that.
No.
We're live, baby.
Not that stuff. Just the
Get her.
Guy, he says he tries to ignore me at work, pretending he uses Invisi mode. Not just you.
No worry, he just hates everyone.
What's
Alright.
that?
A
Bone.
bone.
Well, what purpose did that serve, Marty? She scooted it out of the way and then walked over.
She didn't want to be on the stream.
Why you wanna be on stream?
Dog's camera
Little
shut.
Sanji. It's crazy.
Nice
She looks more like
one.
Duval.
Hi, baby. Hello, your entire butt's wagging.
Wag, 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 wag.
Hello. Hello.
Did Duval switch his hair?
Trying to remember who Duval is. Oh,
Oh my god. Fix Sanji.
I don't know. Huh?
Fix Sanji.
No, I know. She did appear. No. Really? Really? Thank you.
You did it.
What was she doing?
There's a
Picking
little
up a bone.
bone.
It's kind of a bit big for her mouth. That's why she had to skid it around.
What is that?
I gave you a new image to use. Oh. Night.
Oh, right.
No,
It's not that late. Is the clock off from the computer?
it should be right. 10:17, 10:17, yeah, we're good. The stream says we can hear anything you say. That would be because of the blue snowball mic.
Not sponsored.
Totally not a sponsor. But
If they want to be.
if they wanted to be, call me.
You know you can hear us. We have your microphone.
Exactly.
Yeah, I should be in shot of the camera.
Hmm?
I should be in camera shot, yo. Instead of leaning over.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
I said I should be in the camera shot instead of leaning over.
Oh, yeah.
So here's Matt Mercer so far.
I think his hair maybe need to be a little lighter.
A little lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just took the brown that you had. It looks black, but it's fine.
No, it looks brown, but like maybe like I don't know.
I mean, if I did it now, then it would just look like I put blonde on top of whatever I painted.
Can you like basically put paint on the brush and then like wipe off most of the paint off the brush and then
Dry brush?
look at you using fancy words.
I just know what Mom does. I mean, but let's make sure it dries.
This stuff is no wait, I don't want to. I want these to dry, but not this. Crap. That's okay. I need.
I mean, like this looks dry.
Can you rinse this brush out?
Yes. Let me take it off the table so it doesn't shake the entire table.
Okay. I'll just bump the cameras instead. That works. That's awesome.
I mean, I guess the cameras aren't attached to the table, so it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna go to the sink and get new water and wash off this brush for you.
Okay. Crap. That did not work well. Screen.
messy boy. Good boy. Okay.
Oh, I need a little bit bigger.
Fine wire. Hello. Hi.
Okay.
Do you want to be on the stream?
Just so enthusiastic.
Well, she wags her tail and her entire back end wags.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I screwed it up. Oops. I don't know if that's right. Is that okay?
It's too close to me. More.
Can't do more
Really?
because it knocks me
Oh,
this
my.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting on my foot. That's probably why. Whew.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, what do I have written down? Skin palish, little tan. That didn't happen. Hair dark brown. Mostly happened. I need to make gray brown.
I have gray and brown.
Alright, I was gonna do a gold buckle.
You what?
I was gonna make a gold buckle for his belt. Here's the gold. See yellow ochre? That's also yellow ochre. Okay, let's do that first.
Lights are working out good. Got some new lights for this stream. I paid a total of $12 for them.
For four of them.
For four of them. So, you know, big time. What you looking for?
Excuse me. Something for staff. I'm not sure what color the staff should be. Alright, so his aura is going to be silver. His aura, when I wrote his aura, I meant the not rock part of the cleared part thing. Yeah, words are hard.
Words are difficult.
Perfect. Lovely sound. It smelled like wine.
Well, sure, blame the paint.
I never blamed the paint. To be fair.
I think I probably should have painted the base on this at the same time because I can't just paint it green because it bleeds color through too much.
For my minis, I've been experimenting with other colors, but for a lot of them, the bottom part, the base part, has been just flat black, Mars black.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to be the same color as the disc.
Makes sense, but like on this, like a tree, I figure he's probably always going to be in a forest area or whatever, so
Probably.
not too worried about him wandering through the city, although maybe, you know,
Yeah, maybe.
like I said, the party has surprised me before, so.
Are we gonna have a pet tree?
Well, that's really up to the party.
Wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, I should paint in front of the camera.
Yeah. I was doing the same thing with the walls. I had them. We basically need more cameras and a camera operator. If you want to be a camera operator,
Please call us. Kidding, don't call us. We won't answer.
please text or
Email.
leave it in the comments
Yeah.
or whatever. Happy little trees.
I wouldn't exactly call him happy though. He doesn't look very happy.
He's okay. He's a pissed off tree.
Pissed off little tree. So not quite Bob Ross, but you know.
It's the same ballpark. Not really.
Not even. No. Well, it's silvery now. Can't. There's not really a noticeable difference. That's alright. Well, you can tell when you have like something behind it. You can tell it's not clear. I think. And also when you hold up the light, except I'm not going to blind someone, so never mind.
That would be bad.
With the demon, with the helldogs, hellhounds? Helldogs. Hellhounds. They're called hellhounds. With the hellhounds, they also appeared like clearish. And if you hold them up to the light, I like combined red and orange when I did the first layer, and when you held it up to the light, you could still see through it. But I also did metallic black on top of that, and you can't really see through the metallic black because it's the second layer of paint. So you can still like see through their legs, which is cool. I also, let me get the ghosts out. I got a pack of a banshee and a ghost, which I thought would be really cool. Here's the banshee. Very cool.
Very cool.
I painted her with glow in the dark paint, and if I let her charge, then she would glow in the dark. But she's in a dark box all the time, so she's not gonna light up right now. Excuse me. I need to blow my nose. Anyway. What do I want to do for the rocks? I'll get them gray. Paint them brown because the Matt Mercer already has a lot of gray on him. I'm just gonna do our
Maybe
stuff.
the base.
Huh?
The base.
Okay.
I kind of like it.
I ain't mad at it.
I don't know. It works. It's fine. It's good. I'm
It's
done
fine.
with it. Let's see. Now what? How do? Okay. Can I like
Rinse these off, yeah.
throw these in there and call it
And-
good for now, or?
Just letting them sit in there is not going to do anything, but I can rinse them real quick.
Alright.
With watercolor, just letting them sit in there would be fine probably, but that's acrylic, and you just got to rub it off.
Okay.
Like, when I am done and when I go wash my brushes, I, like, take it over to the sink and then do little circles on my hands to get all the paint off.
So you paint on your hands.
But with the running water, it helps.
Okay. Well, I guess. Yeah. I think we really need like over-the-shoulder cameras or something. Guys volunteering to be a camera hub. You better be careful, guy. I might take you up on that.
How do you feel about dogs?
How do you feel about driving 3 hours to be a camera hub?
Oof. I don't know if I like that. Can't tell. Well, I know it's not gonna be see-through, so I can keep adding paint to it, so that's alright. Because it's rocks. You're not gonna be see-through.
Not with that attitude. Three and a half now. Well, I suppose it depends on how fast you drive. Well, and depending on whether or not you catch Chicago traffic.
Janesville is a bit further, he says.
Yeah, I know. I've made that drive. Not in a while. But I have made that drive a couple times. Stayed in that Ramada Inn. That's always under construction.
Just like Purdue.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah. I don't remember if it was the last time or the time before coming back, and like Google Navigation rerouted me through some pretty questionable area to get home. I did get home, but still. Man, I don't think this is quite dry still. These, because like if I hold them, then they still want to like hang on to my fingers. If I hold them by this side. Well,
Your thumbs already got paint on it.
No, I'm not worried. So worried about that. I'm just worried about leaving fingerprints or taking paint with me.
You should, like, I can see, like, where I've taken paint off of his head.
Yeah.
Like, oopsie. That happens with my Human Barbarian minis that I have.
Yeah. Does this paint dry like I guess hard enough that like even when you're handling it later, like it's not gonna like get tacky or anything, right?
I mean, here, this has been sitting here for...
Hard for me to judge, 'cause I got paint all over my hands.
Like, if I rubbed it hard enough, it might come off, but that's also because my hands are oily. I mean, if I tried, I could probably get it off, yes, but...
I'm not so concerned about that, but... I think I saw someone painting minis with like a stick or something on the base.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing? Like that would work for this.
Yeah, like they have like a clamp sort of thing, it looks like to me. I haven't studied it that much. I find I can manage like this, so.
Yeah. I might be able to do something with the magnets on this. These terrain pieces, I started off with using OpenForge. OpenForge is nice, but it uses spherical magnets, which are relatively expensive. 5mm spherical magnets are about 20 cents a pop, something like that. They work, though. And then from there, I switched to OpenForge, which uses little clips. They have magnets in the clips. It's okay, my keyboard. Yeah, no doubt. Now my keyboard at work is lighted. It's one I brought in from home. It's like my old gaming keyboard. It's like clicky and annoying during conference calls. It's awesome.
The best kind.
Yeah, but I'm kind of picky about my keyboards. I wonder if it's the paint on my. I guess I have paint on my fingers. I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, OpenForge, and then, but those are the clips were a pain. So I kind of this system is an adaptation of that. Basically, I remove the clips and put the magnets directly into the tiles, and I call it OpenMag 3D. And I bought the domain name for that. I haven't done anything with it yet, though.
Why not OpenMag?
Because the domain name was taken
For like
magazines or something.
like gun magazines?
No, I think it was. I don't remember. I like paper magazines, like in doctors' waiting rooms and stuff.
I just sound like open carry. That's why.
No, not related to that. But OpenMag 3D worked. So some of these tiles will have OpenMag 3D printed into the bottom of them, but these are earlier draft tiles. These are like the prototypes. So these are rare.
Collector's items.
Totally. Put them on eBay and sell them for $1 million a piece, and then buy some better lights. I think the batteries in the lights are dying because they're not blinding anymore.
Yeah, a little bit though. Like, I'm at the point right now where I'm like, oh, that's vaguely a rock shape. I'll paint that brown. I hope that's a rock.
It's probably a rock. If you say it's a rock, it's a rock.
Yeah.
The bristles on this brush are really soft, and that's I don't know. It behaves different than the other brush I was using. I really don't know a whole lot about brushes, but like this one flexes more, I guess.
Just making a mess on this mini now. Trying to paint.
Well, keep painting until you hate it.
Pretty much. Ta-da!
That's cool. The highlights on the thing,
The rocks?
whatever they are, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Probably paint like a green swoosh so I don't waste as much green paint.
I stole some of your green paint.
I don't know. It's fine.
Actually, no. I use this green and I use that green too. On the tree and I think on the little shrub guys. I can deal with having my controls backwards. I've dealt with. What's really annoying is when Skype doesn't work. Which has been like most of the calls I've used on Skype since I upgraded to Windows 10.
So what you're saying is Windows 10 is annoying.
Well,
Not
sure,
saying
we'll go with that.
that. This video sponsored by Windows 10.
Where do you want to go today? Wait, that's not Windows 10. That's like Windows 95 or something. Oh, I'm too old. Did I tell you that, okay, so I went and got a haircut, like, Monday or something? When did I get a haircut?
I was awake till Monday.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping so hard the
Yeah.
past 2 days. I took a 9-hour nap on Thursday.
So, well, you were, wait. Yeah, you were asleep when I got home from work.
I don't know why either. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, I can guess why this morning because I was up a little late, but not that late.
That's
I'm depressed, probably.
probably.
Seasonal depression. Except it's all seasons.
I don't think that counts as seasonal.
Yeah, my seasonal depression is gone. You thought. Yay, it's spring. Time for my seasonal depression to go. Oh, wait.
It's just different seasonal depression.
Yes, I have seasonal depression if seasonal is all seasons. Mental health. Good help.
Yes.
Still have no idea what color staff should be. Wait, let's mix some colors, too.
Mix some colors together and see what you get. That's the color it should be.
Yep. There we go. No, maybe.
You don't like that one?
I do. I just think the brush. Maybe like yellow or something. Doesn't seem very woody. I'm gonna regret that.
Too much?
It'll probably be fine.
Sure, it'll be fine.
Looks like I'm mixing barbecue sauce and mustard.
Could be worse. It could be click to heal, and then, but instead it like fires your secondary weapon or something.
Let's click to heal.
Remapping controls. The guy was talking about.
Let's click to heal.
Read the thing.
I know, but what is click to heal? I don't know what that is.
Never mind.
That's a good call.
Nice gets to that.
You say that, and then Stan Lee died. And
I know.
expressed it to my boyfriend, and he said, "Who's Stan Lee?" And I'm just like, we need to talk.
Who's Stan Lee? What the crap? What kind of geek doesn't know who Stan Lee is?
I know, and he's a CS major, too. Like, think, you know. Ugh.
I mean, I'm not even a comic book geek, but I knew who Stan Lee was. Even without, like...
To be fair,
Huh?
he's a CS major, but he also has a girlfriend and knows how to bathe, so... I guess he's not a typical CS major.
Ouch.
I'm not the one who said it.
Please direct your hate mail to
He's the one who pointed it out, not me.
2600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C.
1600.
Huh?
1600.
Oh, I was sending it down the street. Is it 1600?
1600 West
What am I
Pennsylvania.
thinking of 2600? Oh. Never mind, that's something else.
I'm confused.
Get that printed on a t-shirt.
What, I'm confused?
Yes.
Tattooed on my forehead. Weren't you even thinking about getting a tattoo recently?
Got to. Tester's flat paint mask.
Thanks, Marty.
Okay, the dog is the camera operator now.
Thanks! Thank you!
Actually, I don't think it's any worse than it was. Poke. Nope, can't go that way. Mike's in the way. Okay, we're good. Fine,
We're fine.
whatever.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Thanks, Mart.
I wonder why the chat integration isn't working. Guy, it was, you were talking about, was it Streamlabs OBS?
Five, 6, 7, 8. Gotta ditch that dude, even my raccoon.
Yeah.
What else if I had to explain to him?
Like I said, I'm not even a comic geek, but
Hello, and welcome to Let's Rag on Anna's Boyfriend.
totally. Wonder if he's watching the stream.
No, he went to bed.
Terrible.
I did tell him that we were streaming. I don't know if he actually
Oh, yeah?
got on.
So yeah, I tried Streamlabs OBS and I didn't like it.
Honestly, if he told me he didn't know about Potter Puppet Pals, I would not be surprised.
Did you what?
Didn't know Potter Puppet Pals. Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore. Snape.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that, but I liked some of the themes, but I don't know. A lot of it's just, I didn't like it. I like regular OBS, which I know. Yes, the stream doesn't look as shiny, I guess. Oh hey, your green screen, the edge of your green screen showing because the camera got moved.
This side? No, it's not this side. What is this side?
Crap, what's that say? Oh, okay. What happened with Streamlabs? So nothing happened with it. It's, I don't know. Oh, I know what one of the big things was is that like I couldn't get the what's it called? Like studio mode, I think it's called, where it shows like the current view and then the view that you're gonna switch to if you hit this button. Like that didn't work on it. Like none of the cameras showed up.
He's old and doesn't get technology.
Yeah.
I can't talk. Okay.
I get some technology. I get the technology I want to get.
Also, LeBF, like, I had to introduce him to the Wii, and, like, I don't think he'd ever seen a GameCube before we started dating. To be fair, I had never seen an NES until I was, like, in high school. Like, my sophomore year of high school or something like that. So I finished, well, I didn't quite finish Matt Mercer. Still need to do the bass part, but I don't know. That's probably just gonna be regular metallic black. Where is that? There it is. There's that.
What's that?
Metallic black. It's for the bass part.
Metallic black.
Yes, it's black but metallic.
I see.
Like he took black and silver.
Well, that's a good name for it.
As opposed to Mars black or something. Mars
Yeah.
is red.
I really don't understand that. Like, I could be a smartass about it. And,
That's way too much. Whoopsie.
maybe something else needs some metallic black too. I don't know. I suppose when my don't look at it. I used to play. Well, we both used to play WoW. And I played EVE Online forever.
I'll see some stuff about WoW and I will miss it so much, but then I
know.
realize, oh, it's like $30 to play for 2 months, and it's such a time suck, and I don't have time for that.
Well, the time suck part of it more than anything, because I think they're even free, like you can play for free up to level 40 or something. But
I want to play my level 85 Death Knight, so.
well, and for me, it's like it's not the same game because it's not the same people, and a lot of stuff's changed, and you know. Now you can go all. I think we played.
I had Cataclysm.
Yeah, I think Cataclysm. You had Cataclysm, but I had quit by then.
Yeah. I had Cataclysm. I had the like the big, more expensive version.
Yeah, the collector's edition.
Yeah.
Because it had a pet or something with it, right?
Sure did.
Yeah.
And that was before you could like actually do so with pets. This is all just.
You can do so with pets?
You can now. Yeah, it's like Pokemon battles basically.
Oh, I had no idea.
Well, you can now. You couldn't then. So at that point, it was like $100 for a pet.
You remember going out to what was it? It was a racetrack or something way out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Yep.
And buying, was it mechanical chickens?
I think it was just regular chickens.
Maybe that's right. Yeah.
For like a gold, and then selling them for 20 on the auction house.
No, I think, was it a gold? Okay.
You could also you did it with cockroaches.
I did it with
in
cockroaches in Undercity, and
walk 10 feet to the auction house in Undercity.
and people would buy them.
Yeah. I get if you're Alliance.
But you couldn't. That was the Undercity's auction house. I don't know if it's still that way, but it was.
Horde only.
Yeah, it was horde only. You could sell on the auction house out by where you got the chickens, because that was.
Hidden territory.
Yeah. Which I did. I sold them there too, but.
Like I miss it so much. There's so much I wanted to do. I still want to do. Like Adam started Show Me Warframe. And like there's a new update out where you can rescue animals. That's all he's been doing.
Rescue animals?
Yeah. They're called there's pobbers and I forget what the other ones are called. But pobbers are like mouse rabbit mixes, and they're very, very cute. And they're just adorable. And then you can make plushies out of the tags that you get from them.
Jeez.
And his ship is covered in them, in the plushies.
His ship?
Yes.
Ship.
Yes.
Like spaceship?
Yes.
That's crazy.
He calls it the hoarder ship. His like cockpit area is covered in plushies and bobbleheads, and it has Christmas decorations up, and it has Christmas decorations up all year round. Because if he takes them down, then he can never get them again. But he bought 1 million of them when they were first released, and they take one away every year. Like at the beginning of January.
Okay.
So that, Christmas decorations get taken down. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry before I present it. finish Matt Mercer. Actually, I didn't finish Matt Mercer. I still need to glue him onto the base, but I'm not doing that yet.
You gonna make it?
Yep.
Oh, goodness. This stream is a lot more relaxing than most of them. I don't have to think as much.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah?
I never noticed on the back of her dress she's got like a rose print thing.
Huh.
Look at the rose print. I don't know if you can see it.
I can't tell, my eyes aren't that good.
I don't know. Thanks. Zoom in a whole lot if
Huh?
probably would have to zoom in a whole lot if yeah, if it did show up. Words. Do you have super glue at your desk?
Super glue, yeah.
Good.
It's not coming out?
Notice.
Okay. Just have to use a plate for that.
Hmm?
Use a plate for that instead of setting it down on the table.
Hmm. Should I wait to put the lid back on?
No.
Okay. Yay. Ba, 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 ba.
Beauteous.
So yeah. Dang it.
What?
I don't think I'd be able to, but paint tiny, tiny numbers on the rocks for dice.
Good luck.
No, I'm not doing that. I need like a single hairbrush.
No doubt. And a microscope.
Pull out a nose hair or something. Would you like to know? I'm kidding.
Oh, wait, that's the source of my power. I think this is my last wall for this layer, this coat. Sweet.
Yeah. Just touching up his tunic a little bit.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting. The stream's not for my forehead.
Not sure what category forehead cam would be. But I think we're in the D&D category.
stop messing with him so I don't ruin it. Okay. Wait, I haven't. Thank you.
Huh?
Wouldn't show notifications for a second there. I wasn't set up enough. Okay, full stop.
Well, why was that?
How long did that take for me? Longer than usual, I think. That's alright. It was fun.
I have paint all over my hand. Actually, both hands.
Some would have been wiping it off as I go, but also I've been handling a smaller object. Is it messy? Yes. Do I care? No. Does it look nice still? Yes. Does it have to be perfect? If you want it to be.
Absolutely.
But are you going to get it perfect in like 3 hours? Probably not. Sorry to kill all your hopes and dreams, but probably not.
Oh man.
Handsome boy. Good.
Hmm?
I said handsome boy. Good boy.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. Next time, bartender / dancing girl.
Yeah.
What you said? Well, you said you had ideas for the dancing girl.
Yeah, she wouldn't be a dancing girl, but the outfit works, and she's not. I don't think she's armed, right?
Not that I can tell.
Okay.
Only with those sick dance moves.
Yeah. So it's not perfect because the person, the NPC that I have in mind, isn't a dancing girl, but
I mean,
is someone in like fancy dress and not apparently armed.
I mean,
So that could work.
Human?
Ideally no dwarf.
The only female dwarfs I have, I've
I think
already all painted.
I just bumped the camera.
Oops.
Oh.
The only female dwarves I have already painted all of them, and they all look armed.
Yeah.
They're magic. One of them has a flail.
Well, you know, like we were talking about before, finding like unarmed minis is pretty
Not gonna happen.
pretty pointless of an exercise, but that's okay.
Yeah. Male. There's female, but elf. No, that's human.
Let me see.
Elf female paladin has swords. An elf wizard. Yeah, nothing else. Wizard.
I don't know. Not really what I have in mind. Human, female sorcerer. Bottom one on this one might do, maybe. Human wizard. Maybe on either of these. No. No, not really on those. Those are elf wizards. Elf female fighter. No. is this? This is human female cleric. Not really, no.
Those are the only.
I might have to 3D print something for her.
Blah, 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 blah. Hi. You messed with your printer recently to make it smoother, right?
Yeah, one of the printers is running Clipper firmware now. That is really nice.
This is what's her name? Megan. That's what we have her as, but honestly,
Yeah.
one of these can be Megan
Hold
as
up
well.
to the camera again. Yeah, hang on. Let's see.
Oh, I forgot. She's in a green dress.
Yeah. Down a little bit. That's really cool. Oh no, it's not focusing again. There we go. Now we're focused. That's really cool.
Oh, you scrolled down in the stream.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yep. Yeah, she's a total of 5 colors, I think.
That looks really good.
I wasn't super confident on her because of the lack of color.
Yeah. We need to figure out a better way to store minis.
This is fine.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not ideal, but you know, they're all in there. Does she have an instrument?
No.
She's one of my favorites. She looks awesome.
She'll focus. Come on, camera. There we are. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. It's very lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7 colors? I don't use a whole lot of colors when I paint minis because it's a very tiny amount of space.
Yeah.
Alright, Matt had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's crazy. That's like no wonder it took
Maybe
so
10?
long though.
Maybe 10 colors?
Yeah.
That's actually a lot. Meanwhile, like, no, that's not easy.
I really like this background.
Is that in Paris?
Yeah.
Yeet.
Yeah. Well, it's basically it's photoshopped, or not photo. It's Actually, did I use Photoshop? I don't remember. I used something to edit the image because there was like visible power and stuff that I edited out. It's not focusing. Hold it up a little higher. Come on, come on. Maybe it's too close.
I was thinking not close enough.
I don't know. It's not really focusing.
Hello.
I think you're too close.
I don't know.
I'll set up. We kind of decided to do mini painting stuff at the last minute, I guess, because like I said originally, you know, we're just streaming D&D, but That is really good. I love the color on that.
She's my fire mage
Yep.
dwarf lady.
So I think we'll do this again.
Neat.
Hopefully not at the expense of the game, but this is cool. This is fun. I really didn't do a whole lot of really creative stuff. I
mean, you painted the tree.
I painted and that's true. I did. I painted the tree. I'm happy with the tree. I'm happy with him. I'm happy with the base.
Happy little tree.
Huh?
Happy little tree.
Yeah. No. Kind of a pissed off little tree. But yeah.
This big tree. Wait, hang on. Hold it up.
Nice. Here, put it on your camera. You got a better camera. There you go. And there's some green on mine on it too, so
Should bring my fingers down.
it's all good. Well, anyway,
Oh, hey, look, you can climb the tree.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap up for tonight.
It's late.
It's
Sort of late.
late, and I'm old. A piece of paper that might work for the background. Actually, I think if we do this again, I think what I'll do is probably set up a separate camera with fixed focus at closer range. But like I said, we this wasn't planned ahead a whole lot, so you know.
Like,
Hmm?
when did we talk about it? I know we briefly talked about it.
We
like,
talked about it a little bit yesterday. I know. But we didn't have anything really nailed down until this afternoon, so yeah.
We briefly talked about having you do a Bob Ross tutorial without looking at it.
But that's been done.
Yes, this is true. I
That's
got the
been
idea
done.
from a YouTuber.
Yeah. And it was funny,
Yes.
but yeah. So alright.
Because he had also never seen a Bob Ross tutorial before.
Yeah. So well, thanks for joining us, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching paint dry. I hope it wasn't completely boring for everyone.
But then again,
That is
We
kind
told
of
you.
watching paint dry. We warned you in advance, but anyway, what's the usual outro for all the streamers? Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click that bell, or wait, no, not click the bell. Like slam that bell or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know what you're supposed to do on Twitch. I don't think you can subscribe because I'm not an affiliate or whatever.
for my guildies, I'm going to try and put out the link every Wednesday. So,
If you enjoyed it, then you know
we stream on Wednesdays, or we try to.
we stream on Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays we stream.
Yeah. If you click on the bell, then it'll tell you that we're streaming. I think that's how that works. We're pretty
Ting
new.
that bell.
Ting that bell. Ting that bell.
Oh, God.
All right. Well,
Right.
again, thanks for spending the evening with us, and we'll catch you later.
I gotta go clean brushes now.
Yeah, clean brushes.